Hello, welcome back to the Friendly Open. So we are about to watch the final of event 4, and this time it will be first person. And let's have a look at how things stand at the moment. This is the tournament, so final about to start in a minute between myself and Marcel Arias. So this should be a painful game for me, playing Baratheon against Lenny Kraken that can quite easily discard all of my locations, so there won't be any dominance power, and there won't be much of a board to kneel to get the draw. So basically hopeless, lots of cancel, lots of resets, but who knows, maybe luck is on my side tonight. And this is the rest of the score. So we have a couple of players who have only lost one game, 1-2. Let's say a couple, 7 more players like that. So interesting stuff. This time it's Greyjoy week apparently. Greyjoy with 4 entries and also Marcel with 4. No Night's Watch, surprisingly. Targaryen also present. Baratheon at the bottom again with 2. This time only 1 Tyrell. Tyrell has been popular at times in these friendly open events. Okay, let's see if the last round has been paired. Not quite. Well, in that case, I guess I can show you a little bit of this deck that is going to lose today. So it's a Baratheon house with the red door deck that takes Blackwater Bay as the location. I guess in theory you can take something else, for instance the Iron Throne, then it can't be discarded from play by Night Flyer, but it's difficult. You can win dominance, I guess, with that, but then Red Keep takes care of the chamber, I think, and there is very little hope. Although just taking the Blackwater Bay is not that great either, because Shadows decks don't give you cards in the marshalling phase at all with Blackwater Bay. You can't find targets to kneel, and the biggest problem is the economy here. It's not great as it is. Obviously setups are not very good with house with the red door, and I've taken this Iron Bank basically as protection against political disaster that gets me every time. So 3 of these to have some protection against that, a chance to save most of your economy if the Iron Bank gains a little bit of gold, and then Blackwater Bay stays as well, and maybe you can keep the throne or maybe one of the Rose Roads or something like that. But things are tight, and then if the Night Flyer can just discard Rose Roads for free every round with Tyrion on the board, and possibly, obviously, targets the Iron Bank as soon as it sees it, and I think Balerion is in the deck as well. He can just nullify it immediately. This is difficult. Lots of Chuds here that are quite slow actually. They can't get any quick power, so even if I could get a decent board of these characters, it's not going to matter, I think. And I believe Marcel is playing first now as well, so. And the plots don't really help me here either. I have 1 reset that's not going to do anything. There is no passive power, no Winter Festivals or Feast for Crows or anything like that. 1 plot that helps here, barring the gate, so that's 1 round of safety against Robert Strongs and Mandon Moors and Catspaw and whatever else there is in the deck. But it's not enough. I think with 2 barrings and maybe a king in the north it would be playable, but this way difficult. Okay, so we can play the final, I guess. lots of the usual suspects, all trying to get into the top 12 for the last event, which will decide the overall winner of the tournament. Most of the players at the top here are already qualified, even theoretically, I think, at this point. It will be interesting to see what the turnout is like for the final event. Okay, what to choose? Should we be cute and take the throne here, or just go for Blackwater Bay? Maybe it needs something at least. I think I have to take Blackwater Bay and hope for the best. And some econ, not many characters here to start with. Scene in Flames, not going to do much. Possible connection problems. So yes, I'll keep this. Get my economy. Then we can try with the Iron Throne if Baratheon isn't on board. Okay, Queen's Assassin. It's one less thing to worry about. Gold Mash at full screen because it's a little congested here. Okay, and we have to go for the Maiden to start with. And let him go first. Soon as I see Tyrion and Nightflyer, I think that's game over. There are some milks for Tyrion, but I think he can get off the board pretty easily. There's the Iron Bank will have its due, and possibly the Lannister shadow character that can return him to hand. Maybe even the father in the deck would be typical for shadows. And the red keep here immediately. So that cancels any hope of any need in the marshalling phase or power with the chamber. And okay, so there's one more gold for the gold road, so if I can nail this guy with saving the kingdom, maybe nothing will happen. Could be Baratheon in the deck to get rid of my Iron Bank, we'll see. It's not like I have anything great to do anyway. Let's see. 5 gold, possibly 6. Can play the little guy and the 2 nil events maybe, or maybe Scene in Flames. Let's see if Baratheon hits the board here. I should probably just get rid of him if I can. If this is Baratheon. Okay, not cancelled with the hand's judgment, so there's some more economy. Varys is not that great against my deck. The Hounds, which can come into play if I discard one, the other one just comes into play unless I do the other Scene in Flames. Clever Feint. Could be one to get rid of. So Varys, 2 Hounds, there's the cancelled Gold Road and Nefarious Acolyte. Now do I get rid of the other one? Wonder if the card in Shadows maybe isn't a military icon, then nothing much could happen this round. That would be pretty good for me, I guess. Actually, there's still 2 hounds left what I'm talking about, so pointless. Okay. Nothing, let's see what Marcel does here. This goes for the intrigue. Poisoned coin is the only real danger here. I don't think I need to worry about that too much, so I won't bother posing this. Okay, and that's my protection against military icon. Gone. That's too bad. Nothing you can do. Okay, first now take some cards back. It's not that great for me. I need to probably just go for the power. So attack the hand, is it worth it? Maybe it's worth it, let's see. Okay, no, there's no hand's judgment, maybe we just get rid of another character here. Should get rid of the hound or Varys. Let's get rid of one of the hounds. So the hound and Varys, the only 2 characters. There's something in Shadows, there's a Gold Road, and there's a hand's judgment. I will narrate a little bit what the cards are in hand, because I need to remember myself. So it's useful if I just say it out loud. Now I could play this, but then I think it's more useful next round, so I've effectively just wasted 2 gold, but I do get to win dominance at least. So not a disaster quite yet. Okay, we'll save barring for another time. Withering Cold is not really going to trouble him, so stuck with plots that I guess they're not very useful. We can play Withering and Cold and then maybe just go for the air to get rid of Lannister or something. Okay, going for economy. Stuff does come out in marshalling. I can need it in theory, but let's be honest, Red Keep will just stop any hope of that happening. Okay, card in Shadows, so there was Varys. Okay, Varys just hits the board instead. And lots of gold left for recycling the hound, which I guess is fine. If I played Sidisi for all of my gold, it would just... He doesn't even need to cancel it, he can just take this and just attack with the hound, so not worth it. Priestess gets cancelled if I try. And Alistair, after military claim, is the only character, so I can't even replace him with heir to the throne, unfortunately, because I'm lacking a shot here. Well, sad day for me. The red keep build. Who knows? Maybe I should have played him first, actually, for the extra card. Stupid. This is something I could have used. Okay, I'll take this because of the Night Liar business, so I'll take this. Let's do the double hound. Why all 6 power here? Pinch of powder. Not exactly the worst thing. At least I know what the other card is then. Okay, going for some more draw. Would be nice to keep Silisi for this and reclaim if the red keep, for instance, Niels here won't stand because of the Withering Cold, so maybe that could be played then. Okay, making sure Lannister gets killed without anything else on the board. And saving the kingdom discarded. Unfortunately, have nothing to kneel the red keep with. I think possibly at this point for Marcel the red keep should just start cancelling the Iron Bank, because won't ever get any sort of board unless the Iron Bank really grows and I can get a Blackwater Bay trigger. Okay, everything's still standing on my end. The Annals is not gonna help me here. Can get rid of some more cards with Scene in Flames. There is a Hand's Judgment though. But clever. I don't want to do clever feint. At this point it's just Varys and there's a pinch in hand. Whatever this is. I could do barring here. Make sure nothing enters the board, but then I'm locking the Shadow Priestess as well. And I lose initiative, put this guy on and dice the military claim, and I've done nothing basically. Yeah, I don't know. Let's do Annals. See what happens. Okay, so this guy is coming back. If he has more cards, then possibly I can just play without a board here. And no privileged position to cancel red keep. Okay. Draw coming as well. So that hope of playing Scene in Flames and getting rid of some cards is now gone as well. Still not cancelling my red keep, my iron bank with the red keep. Okay, no reason to play anything here. I'll just get the non-character, skip all the gold on the iron bank. Yeah, can't play Scene in Flames if I don't have a character, but if I play this guy, he'll get killed by the Queen's assassin immediately, so I think I just have to accept that and do nothing here. That's one card for me if it doesn't get cancelled. Not sure how the gold works out for him here. Only 3, so that's not enough for the Hound at the moment. Wonder if he can gain gold. No. So he has clever feint. Can put Varys back. It's just a waste of a round, I guess that suits me. Fortunately I don't win dominance, so I can't do the chamber and take the saving the kingdom back. He's not getting the clever feint back, I don't think so. He could just play it for one guy. Maybe he has Citadel Archivists to get it back. 3 gold left. Let's see what's been played. So the Maiden and the Lone. Probably there's March to the Wall if I play this guy. So and throwing more economy away. So well, there's a healthy amount here, but the loan from the Iron Bank is also in the used plot pile. Okay, this is not getting played, I think. But maybe I keep it, I don't know. Let's get rid of it, it's not getting played. And maybe now, with this gold, he can just play a bunch of stuff. So the Harris could have been used. Yeah. But he has resets himself, so. Okay, just doing some power shenanigans here. Maybe digging for that annoying Night Flyer. There's 3 in the deck for sure, so he will draw most of his cards. There goes my chamber. Still not using that red keep, so let's see. Still can't be played. So what do I do here? I have the gold for Robert. He has removal for Robert for sure. Play Robert and some other stuff. Let's see, so let's just use this first. See if it gets cancelled. get rid of Tyrion. He's inside. Okay, now he's left the door for Khaleesi. Is he playing treachery? Somehow I doubt it, so maybe we could do Khaleesi here. Khaleesi and Robert spend all of my gold, can't do that. Khaleesi in the chat possibly. Okay, so 5, I don't need to save anything for the challenges, so just go for 1 here, or maybe 2, and 2 for this guy. If I draw Scene in Flames, I can play it. Play 2 already, so I'm not expecting to draw that. So I play the Chamber, not winning dominance much. Hound's coming back to kill something. If he does, probably won't be around to compete for dominance, but then intrigue claim. I'd like to keep both Roberts. Let's just spend it. Fuck. Okay, pinch. His own guy. Fine, that means he probably has to do Hound on the power challenge. Let that one go, I guess. Okay. I don't think there's enough gold to do anything here. Pinch gone, not bad, unfortunately. That newly made lord is still there. Okay, and so let's calculate this 6-2. If I do unopposed power, it's 6-4. Dominance is tied. It's not 6-4. Pardon me. It's 5-4. And if I leave it here, it's is it 5-4 as well? And I get my event back. So I think I let this one go, right? Just calculate again. Yeah, I think I let this one go. And I can get my event back if it doesn't get cancelled. Okay. This guy. First snow is gone, pinch is gone. Too bad I've spent most of my Iron Bang gold. Guess hunting accident is not really a thing that can be used in this matchup. Fortunately, even if I go first now, the Red Keep will cancel my begging brother on the newly made lord. Could trade Khaleesi for Melisandre possibly. Okay. Let's see what we get. Maybe we get Shirin. Yeah, let's get Shirin. Protect Silisi and Shirin can near Tyrion. So that could have gone worse, I guess. 0 gold, 2 for the plot. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and well, there's plenty to do the newly made lord stuff. Maybe I could just play the throne as well to make it even more difficult. Duped Robert with something else that gets killed and Robert gets marched. I don't know what to do. What can Robert really do? We'll see. There's no claim on the Morgulis turn, so maybe if I just don't do much. Yeah, okay. Both chambers gone. Nothing I could do against that. Queen's assassin just marshaled. Okay, there isn't enough gold to do much here, I don't think. Certainly not. There's nothing in shadows, and the Hound's not coming back here. Just hope he can't do much with this. I should go for military. I should go for military probably and force him to kill one of these two. But that gets my Robert March somehow. Nothing I can do. Okay, power icon gone. Robert. Where is dead? He is dead. Okay, so Robert's pretty safe. Unopposed intrigue. I don't think we'll see. Always has to be something. Okay. Fine. So I guess marched. And no gold left for the red keep, so one less use of Robert. He can keep Tyrion knelt. Yeah, there's no better choice, just keep Tyrion knelt, I think. This guy should get marched. Fortunately, I don't have any cards in hand here. So now he has the Hound. Don't want Barring to get locked, so I have to play Barring here. Because that marched. What's the last plot? So let's memorize this. So there's Morghulis, there's First Snow, Lone, the Maiden, Trade Routes, marched. The last one will be the Stranger or to Harris, probably. Hey, here we go. So is that going for my bank or? Okay, two of them on, fine. Something in shadows. So then Hound will not be replayed. Unless there's the Iron Bank will have its due. What's this in shadows, do we know? I don't think we do. 7 gold, okay, we can do, in theory we could do 11. And he has 2. And Tyrion still to be used, right, to put Nightflyer back. Okay. What do I do here? Do I just put characters on? Force him to cancel Shadow... can't do Shadow Priestess X, actually. This Wiring Reveal. Okay, so that's not too bad. Wiring Reveal, there's nothing really that dangerous. I just need this icon, I think. I can need it with saving the kingdom as well. This guy and Imri, but one of them has to die. I could just play all 3 characters normally. Probably the thing to do is just that. Okay. Nothing from the Iron Bank. To Imri. All 3 costs, so if he does have the Stranger, that's gonna be fun for me. Focus the red cap, okay. The red keep, yeah, keep that gold on the bank, I think, and just not need the power icon. Need to draw a privileged position to use this again. But barring the gates is gone now. Stupid bloody cup. I don't know. Go the road and then use the bloody cup on something and then kill something with the hound. Or I just defend this with Ymir, kill him for claim. Go for intrigue and... nah. Just go for military and... whatever I do, I defend with her. Yeah, it's a second gold for bloody cup now. Okay. Okay, so this forces the hound to kneel basically. I don't think he'll let the military go, so he defends whatever I do with Imri. May as well. Nah. Whatever. I think there's some kind of the Arias or the stranger, so let him escape. Whatever. Maybe I hit him with intrigue, or I could just try to rush now with the power. So the hound, 2 cards, has the Tyrion looped with bowels. I don't know if it is the stranger. Tyrion could... nah, Tyrion won't survive. Power would be 10. I need to go do the power. Risk whatever is in the hand. See if he does any Tyrion shenanigans, tunnels. Okay. That's some strength boosts, that's not that useful. Okay. He can do this here, or he can do it next round if I spend this. I think I'll save it because if it is the stranger, I can kill Tyrion, I think. Yeah, what to do here? So just this economy is... it's not getting played again, I think. And what's he going to do? Discard the rest of my economy. Yep, okay. Sucks for me. I think that loop is now gone if Tyrion dies here. I think he's going to die, that's why he's doing it. Alright. So the stranger, let's see what this does. So each player will choose a character. He will choose one of mine and they will all die. I will choose Tyrion. Maester will try to save Tyrion, but then I cancel him with Begging Brother. So everything dies, unless the Maester doesn't bother. Then he survives. So he should. Okay, do I go first? I don't go first, I think. Let him go first. too bad they're all 3 cost. Okay, and why use this? I'm not sure. Why is there oh, there's gold. Oh, great. There was gold. Okay. Fine. That sucks. Somehow managed to get the red keep gold. Okay, it's net now for other stuff. So if he unfortunately don't have much gold here. Tyrion can still be used. I was thinking maybe just do Silisi, can't be cancelled. Seven, so the Hound and whatever is in shadows there. What to do? Save Melisandre for Silisi for the barring turn. Save all my gold for the barring turn. And I have privileged position to cancel red keep next round. Maybe, but I lose initiative possibly, and I don't know. Let's see. Need some luck with the entry climb, I think. Okay, that does nothing. Fine. Fine, let's survive this one, shall we? Let's have Silisi survive. Okay, could have been useful to close the game, possibly. Actually, he does have Hand's Judgment in hand. I think it's been there all game. So, privileged position, in fact, will not get rid of the red keep. It's a better game than I expected anyway. Before I got completely killed, there was at least some counterplay. And why he has no power challenge here. Wants to tie dominance for some reason. That's fine by me. Still in the lead. Okay. It's my Iron Bank gone, so no gold left to do Silisi. Should have declined to save it, possibly. Take the Rose Red, and he just discards the Rose Red instead. Pointless. There was the poison coin. Okay. Milk for Tyrion would be nice, wouldn't it? Annals gives him this shit again. And the clever feint we can't do Annals this round. Have to do barring, I think. Or the Withering Cold and make that keep nil, but then I've probably lost by then. Probably lost by then, and Nightflyer will be coming for my Stormland's fiefdom, so there won't even be gold, there won't even be 6 gold to play Silisi. And Mountain Mood is back. Do barring, so he can't trigger. Just do barring. Not good enough, because I can't pay for this. Yeah, he's just going for everything. Why not? You should just get rid of my economy here. So I can't play Silisi. Yep. Okay, so here is the point where I basically gave up on commentary the other day, so I'll just talk about the ending of this game a few days later. So we see Nightflyer coming back to discard at this point all of the economy. There was a decent Iron Bank with a few gold on it. There was a Rose Road to Stormland's Fiefdom and Throne in Chamber at one point, but all gone basically with this loop. Tyrion putting Nightflyer back into shadows and also clever feint one time. Yeah, so it's the Lannister banner of the Kraken deck that does this sort of thing. It was popular last year until the restricted list. I think it restricted Bowles and Tyrion together, was it? Something like that. And the deck basically disappeared from competitive play at that point, but then it was brought back with the new restricted list, which restricted Cersei instead. I think the reasoning was that at least you cannot attack the opponent's hand without Cersei, the way you could previously, so opponent has some counterplay, but obviously when this kind of thing happens, as we see here, there is just no economy left to do anything. I have 7 cards in hand. I've had basically a full hand for the entire game, even with the limited draw from Blackwater Bay, but no way to pay for it. Even a single economy plot like a loan from the Iron Bank in the deck would give you maybe a round to play 2 characters, which would just then be removed by military claim and march to the wall and whatever. So there was nothing to be done at this point. So I've listened to my previous commentary now in full, and it's actually not a bad prediction at the start about what was going to happen. I think lasted slightly longer than I expected, actually, with getting to 10 power at one point. So without that bloody cup play, I think possibly I could have got a little bit closer, but I think as soon as this loop with Tyrion, Nightflyer and Bowels hit the board, it was decided. There was nothing to be done, and as you can see, my opponent collects something like 11 gold every round, gets the extra card from Bowels if he needs it, usually just gold, discards one of my locations and has characters on all 3 challenges. Whatever trigger I could possibly have, the red keep will cancel. I cannot play privileged position, first of all, because there is just no gold to do so in combination with anything else, and I cannot get it through anyway because of the hand's judgment. And in challenges, basically any power challenge just stops it being played. Yeah, so just questioning if the sequence with Nightflyer there was correct. So basically the Iron Throne works incorrectly with this interaction. It allows you to pay the gold for Nightflyer when you trigger its reaction rather than pay the X when it comes out of shadows. So you cannot actually trigger Bowels of Casterly Rock before you trigger Nightflyer, but everything was in fact correct here. Not that it matters, of course, the game is lost for me at this point. I'm 3 power down, and I concede all 3 challenges every round. No way to stop it. Even just playing defensively here to try to stay ahead when time expires, I think was not really an option. This was always going to happen. Kept those consolidations of power in hand all game, just in case I ever got to 13 power. I could have played it on my own characters, but not to be. I'm just revealing the only plot that has 6 gold here. Yeah, so the Lanny Kraken is not a fun deck to play against, and I think the current restricted list is a bit insane actually, allowing this interaction. It's not only unfun, it's ridiculously strong as well. I think we'll see it in the Nationals events that are about to come, because it is one of the strongest decks you can play. Well, there's lots of political disaster in the game at this point, so I guess that does hurt this deck a little bit. And rush is usually a little bit too fast for the Lanny Kraken. So definitely it's possible to play against it, but with a control deck like I'm playing here, absolutely impossible. For me, basically the solution to this would be to pod Tyrion and Night Flyer together, because that's the one interaction that really shouldn't be happening. I don't think it was intended when Night Flyer was released. It was a mistake to let it discard limited locations in the first place, but repeating it and then using bowels to recycle it with Rose Roads and just get gold in weird phases is too much for my taste. So I would definitely pod those, and then if you really want to play this, you can still play Clever Feint or Nothing Burns Like the Cold to get it off the board. And Banner of the Kraken gives you some other location control as well. We saw newly made Lords played a couple of times in this game. Okay, so there we are. Congratulations to Marcel for winning event 4 of the Friendly Open Series, and also for guaranteeing himself a spot in the final event. And for me, still waiting for that first tournament win. So here are the final results. As you can see, Lanny Kraken wins the event without a final this time, so just 2 undefeated players after 3 rounds. Have Baratheon House with the Red Door in second place, and also a Targaryen Burn deck and the Greyjoy Filthy in the top 4. And all of these players from the top here will be appearing in the final event as well. So the final event happening on Saturday, which is tomorrow, the time when I post this, and it starts at 8 AM GMT, which is 10 AM in Europe, and it will be Swiss rounds, and then top 16 cut, which starts 60 minutes after round 4 finishes, so that should be around 3 in the afternoon in Europe, and the winner there will be the overall winner of Season 5 of the Friendly Open. So thanks for joining me, and hopefully see you all in Event 5.